सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ओम व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। ओम नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च। ओम श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने। ओम श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री ब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री नारदाय नमः। ओम ओम नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम श्री सीतारामाभ्यां नमः। ओम श्री उमामहेश्वराभ्यां नमः। ओम श्री ब्रह्म नारदाभ्यां नमः। ओम श्री व्याससूताभ्यां नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। अथ ब्रह्मांड पुराणांतर्गत अध्यात्म रामायणम माहात्म्यम। देखो, we are seeing the mahatmya of Adhyatma Ramayanam from few days, wherein yesterday we saw Brahmadeva started explaining to Naradji about glory of this Adhyatma Ramayana. When Naradji went and told the adharma papa that is happening in Kaliyuga, how those people of Kaliyuga also can get the mukti. That was etesham nashta buddhinam paralokaha katham bhavet. Those human beings of Kaliyuga whose buddhi is so much nashta, how can the paraloka come to them? Uttama loka come to them. Para means supreme. So the supreme loka will come only when they behave well. Well behaving they do only when their buddhi becomes awakened. So this Adhyatma Ramayana makes their nashta buddhi, the awakened buddhi, with that they will live a noble life of punya adi and also spiritual sadhana. Definitely they get the paraloka. But remember, in any of the yuga, for any of the problems at any worst level, there are solutions. See the sad paradox of life. Solutions are available to us, but we are not available for the solutions. Guru is available to us, but we are not available to Guru. God is available to us, but we are not available for the God. All evolution is available for us. We are not available. We have to recognize it. Then we must become available. So here, Adhyatma Ramayana is available for us to come out of this Nashta Buddhi to then awakened Buddhi, through that pursue the spiritual sadhana and reach to the Paraloka. But are we available for it? It is available to us. Like our morning, daily 5-6 classes are available to us, but we are not available. We are busy, engaged. They are available. But if if we don't use of it, make use of it, what can anybody do? Now one point thoda na, jitna jaldi samjhe to utna jaldi अच्छा. Same thing repeated 2,72,943 times. और 10 लाख बार रिपीट करेंगे. क्या है? For my own growth, development, prosperity or evolution. If I myself am not interested, how can anybody help or do? This is a big question. If I am not interested in my own evolution, how can anybody take interest in me? You know how many millions of rishis, munis and gurus in the Sukshma Rupa are ready to serve the human jivas, you know that? Itne sare. But do you think you and I are interested? We are interested in what we like. what our vasanas say, what our mind says, what our like-minded people say, that only we are interested in. That's called moha. That's called as a maya. That day when we ask the Guru Bhagavan, what is best for me, teach me. Then we have started becoming available. Then when they teach, that is, you have to take it as best. Then do it the best of attitude. Then the best evolution will happen. क्या है ना, the non-utilization of intellect called as delusion means what? Not knowing what we are doing is destructive to us, and not knowing what makes us grow or constructive. This is called the non-thinking of intellect, called as delusion. Mugha vaichitya chitta viparitata. That is what is in a sweet manner told by Bhagavan Shankara in that first shlokam of Bhaja Govindam. Now I'll talk 3 minutes on this topic. This old man who is doing the chanting of Dukkurum Karane now, at the age of 90, about to die, at the Kinara of Ganga, showing whom the Guru Shankara Bhagavan was saying this shloka, not addressing that old man. He can't listen. When he could listen, he never wanted to listen. Now he wanted to listen, but he can't listen. He is telling his young disciples. What is the sequence of events there? This old man at the age of 6 should have started learning Dukkum Karane. By the age of 18, he should have finished mastering all the Vyakarana with all its angas. From the 18 to 30, he should have mastered all the Veda Vedanta in which Varnashrama, Achara, everything is taught. Then for next 20, 30 years, he should have lived a noble life of everything required to succeed in Grahasthashram. Then by the age of 50, he should withdraw from it, take up that Vanaprastha and fulfill all the Vanaprastha dharma to clear from all the doings, undoing whatever is done during Brahmacharya Grahastha. That is what is done Vanaprastha. By the age of 60, he should take sannyasa. Now he is 80. He should have an ashram with 1,000 people around him. Because from 60 to 80, in 5 to 8 years, you realize that self. In next 10 years, you teach the thing, people are around you. ये जो काम इस उम्र में 80 में उनको पाना है, वो नहीं कर रहा. वो जो 6 साल के उम्र में जो ग्रामर सीखना है, अब कर रहा है. That is what it showed. You also will be like that. Like I always feel like telling, but nobody is there to listen. If the youngsters, youth, by the age of between 6 to 15, if they learn Sanskrit, basics, throughout life now they are independent to study the great Shastras of ours and catch the essence as given by the saints and the avatars there. How much knowledge, information, inspiration, examples will be available for us. उन यंगस्टर्स को मैं बताना चाहता हूँ, छुट्टियों में तू संस्कृत सीखा, फिर जानो कि एक एक शास्त्र के एक एक श्लोक में हाउ मच ऑफ नॉलेज इज गिवन. एंड सी यू एंड आई, every time when we open a Sanskrit book, you have to look for your Punjabi translation, Hindi translation, English translation, Telugu translation. शर्म नहीं आता? I'll tell it strongly only. At least now commit for this life or next life. Minimum Sanskrit you should learn so that you will be able to study Shastra and enjoy the Rasa Aswadana original. Every translator or interpreter will color the main thought with his own way of talking or vasanas or prejudices or biasness. Every commentator on Gita comments on Gita according to his nature. But what is Gita in Gita? Only Bhagavan Krishna can reveal to you. He doesn't know Telugu and you doesn't know Sanskrit. What to do? He can't learn Telugu for you and again speak to Arjuna in Telugu. You have to learn Sanskrit. Then you will know what exactly Krishna said at that time. नहीं तो कोई ना कोई ट्रांसलेटर को पकड़कर फंस जाओगे. What the translator knows only this much. Even Bhagavan Shankar also knows only this much of Gita. He can't know. Krishno janati vai samyak. किंचित कुंती सुत स्वयं व्यासो वा व्यासपुत्रो वा भार्गवो तश्च मैथिलः अन्ये च श्रवणतः श्रुत्वा लेशं संकीर्तयन्ति च. Vyasa, Vyasaputra, Shukadeva, all of them know little only about Bhagavad Gita. Only Krishna knows complete. So you tune to Krishna and you originally know Sanskrit. With His grace, you will know the sublimity depth of it. बाकी सबके ख्याल बाहर बहलाने के लिए, जिनको नहीं आता उनके सामने बोलते जाते. अब नेचुरली जिसको कुछ नहीं आता, एनीथिंग टोल्ड लुक्स टू बी वाह आश्चर्य. I am talking all this from the Sanskrit Bhasha standpoint. Learn it, teach the children. Every youth of India must know Sanskrit by some way or the other, so that they study our infinite literature, at least a part of it. Else they'll be missing the essence, like you people. You are missing the essence. You are knowing your लिपि संस्कृत. तो आपको इंग्लिश या तेलुगु लिपि आता है, इसलिए आप पढ़ पा रहे हो. आपको भाषा नहीं आता, इसलिए समझ नहीं पा रहे. Then you depend on useless speakers like me, who don't know anything. And whatever you tell, you think it is ultimate, which we ourselves know that it is not. Time pass. Secrets are opened. Open secret is up. I am telling here, etesham nashta buddhinam paraloka katham bhavet, means what? The buddhi is to be awakened. I gave you the example of that. If the Sanskrit is taught from childhood, then they can study Shastra and understand and become masters of life. Here also, by this Adhyatma Ramayanam Dhenam, the sleeping buddhi is awakened. Then he knows what's right or wrong, stops doing wrong and starts doing right. Then he will reach the Paraloka also. That is what Brahmadeva going to answer. And we saw yesterday so many shlokas. कि साधु पृष्ठम त्वया, you have asked a very good question, then I am answering you, listen with all respect. This is how Brahmadev ji started replying Narad ji. What did he say? Pura, past में, Tripura Hantaram, to that Lord Shiva, killer of the all Tripurasura. Parvati, Bhaktavatsala, the one who is like a mother to all the devotees, that Parvati, Sri Rama Tattvam Jignasuhu Papracha Vinayanvita. With so much humbleness to know the Hridaya of Rama, Tattva of Rama, she asked Shivaji. Then what happened? Priyayi, to her, his own Priyaj, Parvati ji ko, Girishaha, tasse Priyayi, Gudam Vyakyatavan Swayam. मतलब क्या हुआ? Because she is so near to him, beloved to him, that he revealed the real secret. And because he revealed the secret, this Adhyatma Ramayana became available to us. If Parvati had not asked, Shiva would have never told, then it would have revealed eternally as Rahasya unavailable. Like if Arjuna had not asked, Krishna would have not given Gita. If Shukdev ji को परीक्षित ने नहीं पूछा, तो भागवत का इतना विस्तार अवेलेबल नहीं होता. So Brahmadeva himself so great, telling Narada, other great person, about these two great people called Shiva and Parvati. In a secrecy, he revealed to her out of so much of love to her, because she's always served him and she's so dear to him and he is dear to her. अब जिनको बहुत प्यारे होते हैं, जिनको बहुत फेथ होता है, उन्हीं को आप सीक्रेट्स बताते हो, वेदर ऑफ साधना और ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. No, the highest secret is this Adhyatma Ramayanam that Shiva revealed to Parvati ji. So it is both ways. Highest secret Adhyatma Ramayanam Shiva revealed to Parvati, how much he loves her. Or to such a beloved Parvati, Bhagavan Shiva, if he has revealed the Hridayam Aditya, so Adhyatma Ramayanam, how much glorious must be Adhyatma Ramayanam. No, these are all like what we said in Bhagavatam. When again, or Uddhava asks Krishna, Kriya Yoga batao. And I know the greatness of Kriya Yoga in the sense, you yourself told, Narad ji told, Brahmadeva told to Bhrugwadi Rishis, Bhagavan Shiva also taught Parvati ji. And with that, we get Karma Bandha Mokshanam as well as Nishtesa Prapti. Such Kriya Yoga you teach us. Same lines, this is also going. Brahmadev ji is himself saying that Parvati ji ke liye Shiv ji ne ye reveal kiya. And what is that? Purana Uttamam. Best among all Puranas. Adhyatma Ramayanam iti smrutam. Adhyatma Ramayana is the name given to it. Then what did Parvati do after listening it from Brahma? Tat Parvati Jagat Dhatri Pujayitva Divanisham. Morning and night she did the puja of Rama and she did Alochayanti, did the contemplation manana of this Adhyatma Ramayana. Result is what? So Anandamagna Tishtati Sampratam. She established in the स्व आनंद मग्न, अपने आत्मानंद में वो मग्न हो गई. Why? Because Rama is Atma only. Rama Tattva is Atma only. Now, basing on this only, Tulsidas also says, why have you written this, sir? You want to get your copyrights? You want your book to be published and you get lot of money? No, 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 no. Swanta Sukhaya. Tulasi Raghunatha Gatha. भाषा निबंधम अति मंजुलम आतनोति स्वांत सुखाय. मैं अपने अंदर के सुख के लिए, यार अंदर सुख इज नॉट सेल्फ सेटिस्फैक्शन ऑफ द माइंड एटसेट्रा. अंत सुख मीन्स आत्म सुख. बिकॉज राम आउटसाइड इज नन बट आत्मा इनसाइड. ही इज माय आत्मा रामा, दिस इज रामात्मा. सिंपल. स्वांत सुखाय. हियर आल्सो स्व आनंद मग्ना शी बिकेम. Then pracharishyati tat loke prani adrustavashat yata tasyadhyena matrena janayasyanti sadgati. By the fortune, if the prachara of Adhyatma Ramayana happens among the people and they make use of it, does the adhyanam of it, if they do, then they get sadgati. Is it not? By fortune. किस्मत से अगर अध्यात्म रामायण प्रचार हो गया, लोग पढ़कर उसका अध्ययन करते हुए उसके ज्ञान पाएंगे, तो they will sadgatim yanti. They'll go away from durgati, get into sadgati. Kaliyuga. Therefore, you and I can make a means for the people to have this adrushta. Adrushta means what? Fortune. What is the fortune? The availability of Adhyatma Ramayana. We make that fortune possible because we are already studying it. Make the prachar of it. Let maximum people in the country know that the Adhyatma Ramayana discussion just started. Let us inform everyone. This is the biggest important job which you can do to Adhyatma Ramayana, not for me. अगर लोग सुने तो they come, then they understand the knowledge, they can get Sadgati. By this, he says, even to study Adhyatma Ramayana, it is an adrushtam. So you and I are studying, it's an adrushtam. And मैं तो इसको ऐसा कहता हूँ, आप उसको मानोगे नहीं, लेकिन फिर भी कि तुलसी रामायण का पारायण, वाल्मीकि रामायण का अध्ययन we did, the fall of both of that, Bhagavan giving it to us in the form of an opportunity to study the Adhyatma Ramayana. See, because Adhyatma Ramayana is full of Rama Katha, Rama Bhakti, then Parabrahma Jnanam. Adhyatma है ये. उन दोनों के फल स्वरूप में भगवान नहीं दे रहे हमको, ऐसा मानना अदृष्टम है ये. Okay, so great is this Adhyatma Ramayana. Then in the 3 shlokas, 4 shlokas, 5 shlokas, Vyasa, Tavat Vijrumbhate Papam Brahmahatya Purassaram Yavat Jagati na Adhyatma Ramayanam Udeshyati. Till the arising of Adhyatma Ramayana happens in the Jagat, till that time only, the sins right from the smallest one to the biggest of Brahmahatya prevail. People do the papa, they get the consequent punishments. Till the Adhyatma Ramayana rises. Like till the sun rises, there is a chance for the chore daketi to do. When the sun rises, they go, run away. That means what? Make the Adhyatma Ramayana as rising, then small to biggest papa at the individual and total level can be avoided, eliminated. That's the meaning of this sloka we said today. Tavat kali mahotsaha nishankam sampravartate yavat jagatina adhyatma Ramayana mudeshyati. Again, it is only till the Ramayana Adhyatmika gets awakened, till that time only Kali also, Kali Purusha, Kali Yuga, does its devilish natch, the naked dance which you call in English. Is it not? The Kali is doing its Maha Utsaha. But the Kali, these 3-4 things don't forget. Kali means Satyam, Daya, Tapashaucham. Among all of them, which are put together called as dharma, one third, one fourth only is left, three fourth is gone. That is called one kali. Second is too much of bhautikavada. Second kali. We got too much of bhautikavada, bhogalalasa, ahankara, and swartha. This is called a third kali. Wherever bhogalalasa, ahankara, and swartha are there, it definitely leads to the kalaha called as fighting. Because of fighting, total dukkha and destruction. These five things are called Kaliyuga. धर्म का तीन पाद निकलकर एक ही पाद रहना, भौतिकवाद बढ़ जाना, उसके कारण स्वार्थ अहंकार बढ़ना, लीडिंग टू ऑल द कलह फाइटिंग, बिकॉज ऑफ फाइटिंग म्यूचुअल डिस्ट्रक्शन. Never happy, ever miserable, or destroy each other. All that nach of utsaha of the Kali will remain till Adhyatma Ramayana doesn't come. When the Adhyatma Ramayana awakens or comes into public, the Kali can never stay. Therefore, Kali dosha nivarini is Adhyatma Ramayanam. Understood? This is what is the third thing we saw. Then he says, Tavat yamabhataha shuraha samsarishyanti nirbhayaha yavat jagati na adhyatma Ramayanam udeshyati. Till again in the people, among the people, the Adhyatma Ramayana Surya awakens. Till the time the Yamabhatas come and do their sanchara on the Prithvi with Swaira Viharam, and they take every killed person or kill and take them only to take them to the Naraka. No, the Devata Parshadas come to take to the Naraka or the Devaloka. Only Yamabhatas come to take us to the Naraka. But when Adhyatma Ramayana is studied, these Yamabhatas will have no employment because people have stopped doing Papa. Then all the Vishnu Dutas or the Swarga Devatas become fully busily employed because through Ramayana Adhyanam all people deserve the Uttama Lokas and Moksha Loka. Therefore, those will be busy. This way of speaking is very highly symbolic and subtle. Only Bhagavan Vyasa Krupa hai to hum samajh sakte hain. And Bhagavan Adi Shankar हमारे लिए, if he writes the commentary on all this, we would have studied it. He has not written commentary. How much he can do? It is a Puranic way of saying, and you feel what is meant. What is the meaning of Yamabhata doing Swaira Vihara? That's what I told you. Killing and taking away the dead people to Naraka because Jindagi var log papi kar rahe. Why? It's Kali Dharma. How that can be avoided? When they study Adhyatma Ramayana, that goes. So, removing the Yamabhatas, removing the Kali's dosha, as well as removing all the Papa, Chota se lekar Bada tak, all that happens with Adhyatma Ramayana Adhyanam, and that gives to the Sadgati also. We have to do the Adhyanam of it. It comes to you out of Adrushtam. अदृष्टम से मिलने वाला अध्यात्म रामायण का अध्ययन करने से ब्रह्म हत्या से लेकर छोटे पाप तक सब निकल जाएंगे, कली का दोष निकल जाएंगे, नरक भी जाना नहीं पड़ेगा. So every one of them, instead of Naraka, we go to Swarga or Vishnu Loka. Instead of Kali Yuga, we live in Satya Yuga. And also, instead of doing the Brahma Hatya Papa or Chota Papa, we will only do Mahapunya. In this way, we have to have the Mahatma Jnana of Adhyatma Ramayana kept in heart, as told by Brahmadeva, and we have to feel for the meaning of these slokas few times. Then there can be a likingness in the heart can be generated to study Adhyatma Ramayana. Then padhte jao, hoga bhi uska result zarur. Now, tavat sarvani shastrani vivadante parasparam tavat swarupam ramasya durbodham mahatamame यावत् जगति नाध्यात्म रामायणमुदेश्यति. It is only till the Adhyatma Ramayana awakens that there will be discussion and fighting between various shastras. So, till then only people will not know the Swarupa of the Rama. Once the Adhyatma Ramayana comes, all other shastras stop quarreling themselves. They give the higher pedestal to Adhyatma Ramayana. Like Brahma and Vishnu are fighting. भगवान शिव जी आए लिंग के रूप में. He said, measure my end this side and that. Whoever does it first, they'll be greater gods among you two. Both of them went and none of them could find it. Brahma said, झूठा, इसलिए उनको श्राप मिला, तुम्हारा मंदिर नहीं होगा. Bhagavan Vishnu said, I couldn't find your place. End of it. What is the meaning of it? Bhagavan Shiva established through that Shivalingodbhava his supremacy. So till Shiva comes, these two will fight. Once the Shiva comes, they are surrendered to him. So too, till Adhyatma Ramayana comes, every Shastra fights what is ultimate. When Adhyatma Ramayana comes, they all accept what Adhyatma said. So too, the Swarupam of Rama can be understood by Adhyatma Ramayana. So therefore, Adhyatma Ramayana is Sarva Shastra Sara. Sarva Shastra saying the Sara is about Parabrahma. Parabrahma is the Swarupa of Rama. So Rama Katha के साथ परब्रह्म रूपी राम का स्वरूप भी हमको कैसे समझना, कैसे अनुभव में लाना, it will be taught in this. That is what you have to understand. Okay, now comes Adhyatma. This is now this Tava Sarvani Shastrani Vedante Parasparam. We can see because of almost true copy of Adhyatma Ramayana is this Tulsi Ramayanam. All those stories go about Tulsidaji writing that he first he wrote in Sanskrit, then he was scolded by Hanumanji or somebody. Do you think you can improve upon Lord our Valmiki ji or what? He is already written in Sanskrit. Don't do all the natak, write in Avadi. When he wrote in Avadi, then everybody said, how can you write in this Bhasha, that too great Shastra, Ramayana? Then they try to insult that book in so many ways. They say in the temple, somewhere, they kept this Ramayana at the top bottom. All other books top. When they came morning, these are Tulsi Ramayana was on the topmost, with Bhagavan Shiva's signature in that, approving its supremacy on other Shastras. This happened 400, 500 years back. Because Tulsidas belongs to 610 to 1690. He lived for 86 years or something, or 76. He started writing all only of the 70 years old. जो भी है हिस्टोरिकल फैक्ट्स मैं गलत बोला माफ करना मुझे, आप किताब पढ़ो. आई डोंट गेट टाइम टू रीड ऑल दैट. आई एम नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन दैट. आई एम वेरी लेजी दैट वे. Our point is not that. But what happened in his life, the supremacy of Adhyatma established, is Ramayana is established, is here is same thing. क्या तावत् सर्वाणि शास्त्राणि विवदन्ते परस्परम्. Vada Vivada about the Shastra, which is supreme. This is enough. And I am sure you will have the patience and cooperation with me that every chapter we study, seeing the spiritual aspects also, thoda thoda kam se kam. हो गया. So too तावत् स्वरूपम रामस्य दुर्बोधम महाताम. People may be very intelligent, wise. Still they will never understand Swarupa of Rama till in their life also Adhyatma Ramayana takes position. Because in Adhyatma Ramayana, Bhagavan Vedavyasi, anywhere occasion comes, he will make use of that occasion to explain the Rama to be the Parabrahma Tattva. So many stotras are there of Rama as Parabrahma in the Adhyatma Ramayana. More than 20, 30, 40 of them. They came himself. In this way. Now, yesterday, till this we have seen Adhyatma Ramayana Sankirtana Shravana Adijam Phalam Vyaktum Na Shaknomi Karsnena Muni Sattama. So, Adhyatma Ramayana Sankirtana Shravana Adijam Phalam Vaktum Na Shaknomi Karsnena He Muni Sattama. Best among the Munis, O Narada, though he is his own son, but he has become so big, so he will call him as Muni Sattam. Karsnena means Krutsnena means completely. I cannot speak about the phala. I cannot speak about the complete phala of this Adhyatma Ramayana when its Sankirtana, Shravana, etc. are done. Sankirtana means yourself is chanting. Shravana means listening. Adijam means not only you are doing Sankirtana or Parayanam, but you are able to explain entire Tattvika meaning as well as Katha. Adijam means you have to add this one. And then Shravana Adijam means what? You also listen, make others listen. Then do the prachara of this. See to it that such programs are organized. In fact, like Puja Gurudev ji did Bhagavad Gita prachar all over the world, you and I can take up Adhyatma Ramayana prachar. Once we do one round, maybe in 6 months' time, if we really find that at least few chapters of it we can take up and Adhyatma Ramayana prachar. लोगों के लिए नया भी होगा, सब एक मतलब टेक्स्ट नया है, थीम इज सेम थीम पर ब्रह्म तत्व ओनली. वी कैन ट्राई कुछ चैप्टर कम से कम. गुरुदेव डिड ऑलरेडी अध्यात्म रामायण का राम गीता प्रचार हैज डन. I believe at least 40-30 yajnas he must have done on that in his 600-700 yajnas. उनके इटनरी में राम गीता होता था. Every year there will be 2-3 classes of Rama Gita, definitely. We have heard from him. ततो जगन्मङ्गलमङ्गलात्मना विधाय रामायण कीर्तिमुत्तमां चचार पूर्वाचरितं रघुत्तमः. Gurudev used to chant. Not this exactly, but he is lion roaring. मे भी हम वो ले सकते हैं. ठीक है. अब देखो व्हाट ही सेज. आध्यात्म रामायण का, कीर्तन का, श्रवण का इत्यादि का फल को पूरा कहने का मेरे पास शक्ति नहीं है. विथ 4 heads ब्रह्मदेव इज सेइंग. इज इट नॉट? यट तथापि तस्य माहात्म्यं वक्षे किंचित् तवानघ शृणु चित्तं समाधाय शिवेनोक्तं पुरा मम. Tatapi, though completely I can't tell you the great phala of the Adhyatma Ramayana, chanting or speaking its meaning, listening or helping in the prachara of it by telling the people or organizing such things, I cannot explain exhaustively. Tatapi, even then, tasya mahatmyam vakshe kinchitu tava. Hey Anagha, O sinless Narada, for your sake, a little mahatmya of the Adhyatma Ramayana I am going to narrate you. Then Shrunu Chittam Samadhaya. Bring your chitta consciously and listen it. So that you don't forget its Mahatmya. Because that is what is going to inspire you to deeply study, regularly study, sincerely study this great texts of Adhyatma Ramayana. Huh? But it says Shrunu Chittam Samadhaya. Same thing there Ramji कहते हैं लक्ष्मण जी से. What is said here? Shrunu Chittam Samadhaya. Tulsidas ji says there, Suniyatata Mati Mana Chitta Laye. Suniyatata here, Sunu. Chittam Samadhaya Tata Mati Mana Chitta Laye. सुनिए तोरई मऊ काऊ समुझाऊं सुनिए तात मति मन चितलाऊं मैयरु मोर तोर तय माया चैव सकीन्हि जीवनिकाय. Then he explains Vidya Maya, Ekadrushta, Dusra ityadi. Now, then Adhya, now Shivenoktam Puramama, who told you about the Mahatmya of this, sir? O Pitaji, Brahma Devji is not stealing the copyrights. He says, Bhagavan Shiva only told me the Mahatmya of this. His words. And he is the one who gave this knowledge to Mata Parvati. ये शिव पार्वती संवाद, उमा महेश्वर संवाद कहते हैं Adhyatma Ramayana. So, about Vishnu came in the रूप of Rama, Bhagavan Shiva only narrating to Parvati, and that is being told by Brahmadeva only to Sri Narada. तो इतने महान महान लोग इसमें आध्यात्म रामायण के the प्रवक्ता लोग या सुनने वाले हैं, प्रचारक है, that should make us feel how great this Adhyatma Ramayana. If we have that maturity, that sensitivity, that intellect to reach to that way of thinking and accepting it. हम सबके छोटे दिमाग हमारे खाने पीने में घूमता रहता है. We are so low in our minds. We don't know when that mind will evolve to visualize this thing in such a way. Oh, it's about Rama Parabrahma. Oh, it is given by Shiva to Parvati. Oh, Brahmadeva narrates Naradji. The Mahatmya of Adhyatma is so great. So I forgot, I never studied whole life. Let me study right now. Baaki sare kitab baad mein study only this. That much feeling should come. Shivenoktam Pura Mama. So, who gave Mahatmya Gana to whom? Shiva gave to Brahmadeva. Brahma is telling to Narada. Mahatmya Jnana of Adhyatma Ramayana. Now, not very big ones. To understand, simple, easier, but important. What are they? First, फर्स्ट वन शुरू करते हैं. हाँ, फ्रॉम वर्स 29. अध्यात्म रामायणतः श्लोकम श्लोकार्धमेव च वा यः पठेद् भक्ति संयुक्तः स पापान् मुच्यते क्षणात्. So first point is what? Adhyatma Ramayanatah shlokam shlokarddhameva va. Even one shloka and ardha shloka also of Adhyatma Ramayana. Ya patet bhakti samyuktaha. With bhakti is a main condition. If somebody chants one shloka or one shlokarddha with the meaning very thoroughly known every day, so papan muchyate kshanatha. At a very moment of chanting only, he gets freed from the papa. भक्ति से पढ़ना, लेकिन एक चीज मिस होता है, उसका नाम है श्रद्धा. See that story of that small girl. I told in one of the occasions, very short, half minute. Everybody were suffering because of the drought, no waters. They want to invoke Lord Varuna Kripa, so they were doing yajna. Huge entire village gathered yajna for doing it, for invoking. Only one small girl went there with an umbrella on the head. You understand? Story is over. And the next part of the story is it really rained. Not because those whole villages did the yajna, but because this girl's faith. हाँ, आप यज्ञ कर रहे हो तो बारिश होगा, होगा तो बचना है ना. I am holding the umbrella. See that always doing is what we give importance to. We forget that doing has two very crucial things: outside bhakti, inside shraddha. The outside bhakti means following all the rules, regulations, systems, sequences, etc. It's called bhakti se karo. And inside shraddha. And shraddha, this is given by the guru or the shastra, and it is said that when you do this, this fellow will come. I have no doubt at all. Now, this topic, how strongly we studied in the morning, Taittiriya Upanishad. Om iti brahmanah pravakshannah brahmopapnavani iti brahma eva apnoti. Did we study that? You remember? वित्त श्रद्धा अनुभव इससे कि मैं वेद पूरा समझ लेता हूं, समझ गया वो. वित्त श्रद्धा अनुभव इससे कि आई विल रीच पर ब्रह्म तत्व, मिल गया उनको. क्या मजेदार बात है. There were half shloka or one shloka with the full shraddha inside, bhakti outside. We chant, all the papas are washed. पाप मुक्त हो गया मैं पापों से, ऐसा मान लेना. पापान मुच्यते क्षणात्. हो गया means in one moment only from all sins one is freed. One or the half shloka of Adhyatma Ramayana chanted with inner shraddha, outer bhakti. हो गया. One Mahatmya is told by our Brahmadeva, as heard from Shivji, Narad. Same in Gita Mahatmya also. Padma Puranam में भी Gita Mahatmya in another also. Which 120 shlokas, 119. We will study that once. I believe every day 3 or 4 shlokas we do when we take Bhagavad Gita with Bhashya. Which language I don't know. Now next one. यस्तु प्रत्यहम अध्यात्म रामायण मनन्यधीः यथा शक्ति वदेद् भक्त्या स जीवन मुक्त उच्यते. He says, so yahatu, whoever he may be, prati aham, every day, Adhyatma Ramayanam, the Adhyatma Ramayana Shastra ko, ananya dehi, without distracting intellect, yatha shakti, according to his own capacity, vadeto, speaks on the Adhyatma Ramayana as a speaker, as a teacher, as an orator, as a narrator, as a lecturer, as an acharya, as the guru, sa जीवन मुक्त उच्यते. वो तो जीवन मुक्त ही है. So therefore, when you listen from here every day, you teach your children or anybody, you will also get जीवन मुक्ति. हमको तो, मेरे को तो खुशी हो रहा है. अच्छा, बिना कोई साधना अध्यात्म रामायण पढ़ो तो जीवन मुक्ति हो जाएगी. So in the next 6-7 months, स्वामी जी सेल्फी आखिरी बार. अरे यार, मर नहीं रहे, जीवन मुक्ति हो रहा है. Is it not? So Jivan Mukta Hochate. That glorious is the fall of it. When we are studying our Upanishads, is not our heart started to long for the self, the Brahman, the reality? Is not heart feeling regretted and guilty for all the nonsense done so far? That viveka, that vairagyam, that desire for meditation, is it not growing? For those who are tuned to the speaker and subject and be regular. You may be 20 years with me, still you can be without tuning. Is it not? You can tune very soon and can continue for the lifelong. Some of you tune for some time, again detune to the text or the classes. Some come for formality. All this correct karna hai. Everywhere you have to correct. Even I have to. Then only. Correction करते हुए अध्यात्म रामायण will give जीवन मुक्ति. Every day we'll study a little and you can also pass it on to others. That's what I'm saying. Okay, next. Yatha Shakti Vaded Bhaktya Sa Jivan Mukta Uchyate. So, as I was telling you through various classes, you are feeling it. I think Adhyatma Ramayana will add Sone Pe Suhaga ko to that. मजा आएगा. So many other things. I don't want to share them. ठीक है, फिर टॉपिक occasion आएगा तो शेयर करता हूँ. Next, यो भक्त्यार्चयते ध्यात्म रामायण मतन्द्रितः दिने दिने श्वमेधस्य फलं तस्य भवेन्मुने. So the one who does the puja of Adhyatma Ramayana, taking it as Bhagavan Rama Rupa only every day without any tantra or laziness, dine dine ashwamedasya phalam tasya bhavet. Munehe. Of that great person, the Ashwamedha Yaga Phala comes to it. Puja karo. For us, Pustaka is Bhagavad Swarupa only. That's directly written. Bhaktya Archayate Adhyatma Ramayanam Atandrita. Daily have the faith. Now, I have to talk to you. Very subtle, but I don't know how to convey. I lack many times the language to speak. See, what is in front of me is a book. Book is made out of the papers. Paper is made out of the bark or the tree. On this paper made, some aksharas are printed by the printing machine. Papers are joined, bound and sold. We bought, cut. Book. But we are not interested in the book, no? We are not interested in the aksharas written in the book. Through the aksharas combination, words and sentences are made. Through the word sentences is the truth is spoken. The truth is beyond any rupanama. Therefore, listen carefully the next sentence. When you take the Adhyatma Ramayana as the truth, Parabrahma, when you take the Adhyatma Ramayana as Rama and do the Upasana, the truth is revealed. One version of saying is what? स्वामी जी पूजा करने से कैसा मिलता है? आपको तो उसको पढ़ना चाहिए ना, तभी ज्ञान मिलेगा ना. That is a lower level of answer. Intellectually acceptable. Everybody says like that. Even to say that some intellect is required. But मैं कह रहा हूँ दूसरी बात कि we are not touching book. We are seeing mantra. We are not seeing mantra. We are seeing the Paramatma behind. So this book, though it is in the form of the book, if you take it as Parabrahma Ramachandra and do Upasana without studying the mantras, the truth is revealed. Because through the words what is said is Paramatma only. Unik aap directly Upasana kar rahe ho. It is exactly like early our morning class of when you take Om as Mahat Brahma and do Upasana, Om becomes Mahat Brahma and blesses you to make you yourself Mahat Brahma. That is a jadoo there. So too, when you take Om as Parabrahma and do its Upasana, then Om itself takes the position of Parabrahma and blesses us to reveal to us our own Parabrahma Swarupa. So too, if you take Adhyatma Ramayana, Pustaka itself as Sri Ramachandra Parabrahma, Ramachandra Parabrahma, and do the Archana every day, then the Pustaka takes the form of Rama or Parabrahma and blesses us for revealing to us the Parabrahma. That is what the meaning. Yo bhaktya archayate Adhyatma Ramayanam atandrita. Bina tandra ka. Tandra means laziness, lethargy, carelessness, forgetfulness, doing it mechanically. ये सब नॉनसेंस को छोड़कर श्रद्धा से जो डेली करेगा, दिने दिने For him, Ashwamedasya phalam tasya bhavet mune. So I told you कि Rama will reveal to you, but here भगवान शिव जी से ब्रह्मदेव ने सुनकर कहते हैं, the phala of the Ashwamedha also comes. But if you don't ask the phala, then you get Brahma Jnana. देखो भाई, कोई भी उपासनाओं का फल का अपेक्षा से करोगे तो फल मिलेगा, निरपेक्षता से करोगे देन ऑल दैट इज अकाउंटेड इन क्वालिफाइंग एज फॉर द परब्रह्म. जब इसका क्वांटिटी बढ़ेगा देन वी आर गिवन विवेक वैराग्य समहाउ, देन वी बिकम क्वालिफाइड एज परब्रह्म. हर एक आध्यात्मिक उपासनाओं का निरपेक्ष एंड सापेक्ष, बोथ वेज वी कैन डू. सापेक्ष you do, that phala comes. Nirapeksha you do, then that gets accounted into that. Like every month you take the interest from your FDs, the money comes to you, FD remains. But if you don't take it, it gets compounded. It's not compounding, it gives you more. Here also it gets compounded to give us qualification for Brahma Jnana. That way it happens. So both way, if you get the apeksha, do with apeksha, then Ashwamedha Yajna phala comes to you. Without apeksha you do, the Rama reveals himself to you. If you do puja of this text every day, तो एक श्लोक या आधा श्लोक पढ़ो तो सारे पाप नाश हो जाते हैं. then जो डेली पढ़ाते हैं वो जीवन मुक्ति हो जाएगा. then the one who does अर्चना of it every day, अश्वमेध यज्ञ का फल मिलेगा. अर्चना फलापेक्षा से करो तो. Then the next one, yadruchayapi yodhyatma Ramayanam anadarat anyatah shruniyatmartyaha sobemuccheta patakat. I don't think this type of such a cute facility is given anywhere else. Very less. Yadruchayapi. Yadruchika means here by accident, just by chance. Yaha, where he may be, Adhyatma Ramayanam anadarat, not even with much of respect. Anyatah shrunuyat. Somebody is speaking, he listens. Martyaha sahapi muccheta patakat. Even that person also gets freed from the papa. And I tell you, there are many, many seekers. By chance, accidentally, they reach to Gurudev's Yagnashala. They become permanent Adhyatmika sadhakas. Yadruchaya. You understand? One of the Yadruchata is what? This one. You are just going, some sound is heard because Gurudev speaks is a roaring sound, is a commanding. He is speaking his experience, not crying there like a bhajan kirtan kala, not like a person never practiced who speaks Shastra with all hesitation like me. Gurudev is a lion. उनका आवाज इतना है कि जाने वाले बंदे कार स्कूटर रोक कर 10 मिनट सुनते थे. That is enough for them to get tuned. This has happened. And some of the group, they joined because the friends pulled them. They did both of मजाक मस्करी. है तुम चिन्मय के एलेक्सेशन तो आजकल भी पागल है. Then this fellow being little stronger, he said, यार बाद में मुझे चिढ़ाओ जो भी है, तुम आ जाओ मेरे साथ एक बार सुन लो बात. The moment they enter Yagnashala, the language Gurudev uses English and all, like Babaji in such a language, they are fida. Then they became the sadhakas. There's so many came like that. Some of them, the parents took them. Some of them, this papa mummy ko ghar mein kya, children dropped in the class. In every way, people were coming and were blessed. And one of the interesting thing, when the husband is going to listen class, then she thinks ये लेट आ रहा है, कहाँ जा रहा है, गीता वगैरह सुनने को कहे, मैं भी जाती हूँ एक बार. All that quotation about the women, क्या कहते हैं? शादी होने तक लड़की लड़के का तलाश करती है, शादी के जिंदगी भर तलाशी लेती रहती है, तो क्या जाए. She listened the lecture, how great it is, she became more devoted. Or the other way around. The woman is going, the husband thinks, कहाँ जा रहे सीखने को? अब दोनों मिलकर अभी all postponing their fighting, go to lecture, come back and continue. Idea is what? So this is how Yadruchaya. And you and I also, Yadrucha just came. This Yadrucha is unseen result now. बट कोई ना कोई पुण्य हुआ होगा, नहीं है तो भाई यहाँ कहते हैं यदृच्छयाः अपि, by accident, by chance also, whoever Adhyatma Ramayanam अनादरात, इवन विदाउट आदर, बिकॉज शुरुआत में आदर होने की क्या जरूरत है, नहीं हो सकता. यू कांट रेस्पेक्ट एवरीबॉडी जस्ट लाइक दैट अनलेस योर हार्ट इज स्पिरिचुअल, वेयर यू सी भगवान एवरीवेयर. With so many of study of shastras, when you know every person is a mobile temple of God, then you will have adara for everyone. Like Gurudev's first line of pledge, we stand as one family, bound to each other with love and respect. That is family attitude, but generally divine. नहीं है तो you can't have the आदर. Therefore, to the person or anything, पहली बार जाओ तो आदर नहीं होता. बिना आदर का भी आप यदृच्छा से भी सुनोगे और भी अन्यथा सुनियात. You are not studying. Somebody is speaking, you are listening. सहापि मुच्चेत पातकात्. भगवान यहाँ कह रहे, even they also get freed from the papa. Therefore, in this regard, I also have to correct myself a little bit. In the sense, whoever are coming for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, listening or Adhyatma and going, they are of this type. Anadarat yadruchaya. Bhagavan, please fulfill your promise made here. Muccheta patakat. Those 2 minute, 3 minute coming people also, free them from their pataka. So that they also become normal, they also learn Shastra and grow in life. इसलिए स्वल्पमप्यस्य धर्मस्य, लिटिल लिटिल यू डू इट, इट विल हेल्प यू. देन नमस्करोति योऽध्यात्म रामायणमधूरतः सर्वदेवार्चन फलं स प्राप्नोति न संशयः. अधूरतः, नॉट फार, वेरी क्लोज बाय, पास में रहकर. whoever does the namaskar to Adhyatma Ramayana, such person sarvadeva archana phalam sa prapnoti na samshaya. He will get the phala of doing archana to all devatas. So doing archana to all devatas is one palda. Other side, do namaskar to Adhyatma Ramayana. That much power is there in Adhyatma Ramayana. Like this, you understood what is the meaning of Mahatmya. The Falashruti is being taught so that you know how glorious is. तो एक एक फल सुनते हुए एक एक तरह का मन में भाव. Now wholesale में समझ लो, when you put all these results together, how great is Adhyatma. That's called Mahatmya. Therefore, we should be committed to study thoroughly this one in this way. Next shloka is लिखित्वा पुस्तकेऽध्यात्म रामायणमशेषतः यो दद्याद् रामभक्तेभ्यः तस्य पुण्यफलं शृणु. Those who write the Adhyatma Ramayana with their hand in their language and give it to a Rama Bhakta, see the phala of that. What is that? Aditeshu cha vedeshu shastreshu vyakruteshu cha yatphalam durlabham loke tatphalam tasya sambhavet. A person, when he is studying all the Vedas, all the Shastras, with all the explanation and exhaustively, the phala which he gets, that phala he will get if he writes with his hand this Paunachar Shloka of Adhyatma Ramayana, gives that to a Rama Bhakta. Because they are the days where the printing and all was not there. मुखतः बोलना है, याद रखना. Then write it, no घंटा से लिखते थे समय. Then give it the phala of studying all the Vedas, all the Shastras, and all the commentaries of it. Aditeshu Vedeshu Vyakruteshu Shastreshu. Means the phala of the Adhyayana of all the Vedas and the phala of the all lecture baji of the Vedas or Shastras will come to a person who writes and gives the Adhyatma Ramayana with his hand to a Rama Bhakta. Rama Bhakta का कहा, ब्राह्मण नहीं कहा. Rama Bhakta कोई भी हो उनको दे दो. Now in this way we have some 15-20 more. Yes, 15-20 more shlokas talking about Mahatmya. इसको हम भी कल देखेंगे, हो सके तो पूरा हो गया, नहीं तो one more day then we enter into our first kandam, balakandam, and first sarga, which is Rama Hrudayam, which is a pure Vedanta. Some 56 shlokas are there. चलो इसी स्पीड से थोड़ा थोड़ा हम पढ़ने का आदत बनाएंगे. थैंक यू. सर्वं श्री रामचंद्र चरणारविंदार्पणमस्तु. श्री सांब सदाशिव चरणारविंदार्पणमस्तु. श्री ब्रह्मदेव चरणारविंदार्पणमस्तु. ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। और श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरे अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामे विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्री महाविष्णवे नमः। ओम भाग्याब्धिचंद्रिका भक्तचित्तकेकिगणागण रोगवरदम्भोलिर्मृत्युदारकुठारिकाय नमो नमः। ओम नासे रोगरे सौपीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत्वीरा। ओम श्री हनुमद्वीराय नमः। ओम श्री हनुमते 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 नमः। ओम नमः शिवाय। 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 ओम वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गष्ट्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंह प्रचोदयात्। ओम नमो भगवते श्रीलक्ष्मीनारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च। ओम वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गष्ट्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंह प्रचोदयात्। ओम नमो भगवते श्रीलक्ष्मीनारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च। ओम वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गष्ट्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंह प्रचोदयात्। ओम नमो भगवते श्रीलक्ष्मीनारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च. Like every day, we will do some stotrams today. Two stotrams I think we will do. One is Shiva Panchakshara stotram, very small, 1 minute में हो जाएगा. Then Shiva Panchakshari Nakshatra Malika stotram. It has around 28 shlokas because 27 nakshatras are there. One for the Shiva. Start. ओम अतः श्री आद्य शंकराचार्य कृत श्री शिव पंचाक्षर स्तोत्र पारायणम। ओम ओम नागेन्द्रहाराय त्रिलोचनाय भस्मांगरागाय महेश्वराय नित्याय शुद्धाय दिगंबराय तस्मै नकाराय नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर ओम नमः शिवाय। मंदाकिनी सलिल चंदन चर्चिताय नंदीश्वर प्रमथनाथ महेश्वराय मंदार पुष्प बहुपुष्प सुपूजिताय तस्मै मकाराय नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर ओम नमः शिवाय। शिवाय गौरी वदनाब्ज वृंद सूर्याय दक्षाध्वरनाशकाय श्रीनीलकंठाय वृषध्वजाय तस्मै शिकाराय नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर ओम नमः शिवाय। वसिष्ठ कुंभोद्भव गौतमादि मुनीन्द्र देवार्चित शेखराय चंद्रार्क वैश्वानर लोचनाय तस्मै वकाराय नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर ओम नमः शिवाय। यक्षस्वरूपाय जटाधराय पिनाकहस्ताय सनातनाय दिव्याय देवाय दिगंबराय तस्मै यकाराय नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर ओम नमः शिवाय। हर ओम नमः शिवाय। पंचाक्षरविदं पुण्यं यः पठेत् शिवसन्निधौ शिवलोकमवाप्नोति शिवेन सह मोदते. Done. Now Shiva Panchakshari Nakshatra Malika. इसका भी ट्यून नहीं पता मुझे, पढ़ता हूँ. Here also half of the thing I do every line, second half you can say. This called as Nakshatra Malika. Means Namah Shivaya is the Panchakshari. That Panchakshari, which is Namah Shivaya, in 28 slokas, with every sloka having 4 lines, it is said. That way 27 into 4 108 बार पंचाक्षरी का chant भी हो गया. Then also the 27 into 108 times it is being done. Let us see, some other time I will tell you the meaning also. ओम अद श्री आद्य शंकराचार्य विरचित श्री शिव पंचाक्षरी नक्षत्र मालिका स्तोत्रम. श्रीमदात्मने गुणैक सिंधवे नमः शिवाय दामलेश भूतकोक बंधवे नमः शिवाय नाम शेषितानमद्भवान्धवे नमः शिवाय पामरेतर प्रधान बंधवे नमः शिवाय. The Namah Shivaya is the end, you can chant. Kalaveta Viprabala Palate Namah Shivaya Shulavinna Dushta Taksha Falate Namah Shivaya Mula Karanaya Kala Kalate Namah Shivaya Palayaduna Dayala Valate Namah Shivaya. See the way the poetry, Bhagavan Shankara, he played with the Samskrita Bhasha and gave all this. And every line has some prayer or some mahima of Lord Shiva. Again I am chanting right from, I'll do it little fast. Srimadatmane gunaika sindhave namah shivaya dhamalesha bhuta koka bandhave namah shivaya nama sheshita namadbhavandave namah shivaya pamaretara prathana bandhave namah shivaya. One shloka. कालभीत विप्रबाल बालते नमः शिवाय शूलभिन्न दुष्ट तक्ष फालते नमः शिवाय मूल कारणाय काल कालते नमः शिवाय पालयाधुना दयाल वालते नमः शिवाय इष्टवस्तु मुख्य दान हेतवे नमः शिवाय दुष्ट दैत्य वंश धूम केतवे नमः शिवाय सृष्टि रक्षणाय धर्म सेतवे नमः शिवाय अष्टमूर्तये वृषेन्द्र केतवे नमः शिवाय आपदद्रिभेदटंक हस्तते नमः शिवाय पापहारि दिव्य सिंधु मस्तते नमः शिवाय पापहारिणे लसन्नमोस्तुते नमः शिवाय शापदोष खंडन प्रशस्तते नमः शिवाय व्योमकेश दिव्य भव्य रूपते नमः शिवाय हेममेदिनी धरेन्द्र चापते नमः शिवाय नाम मात्र दग्ध सर्व पापते नमः शिवाय कामिनैकतान हृद्दुरापते नमः शिवाय ब्रह्ममस्तकावली निबद्धते नमः शिवाय जिह्मगेन्द्र कुंडल प्रसिद्धते नमः शिवाय ब्रह्मणे प्रणीत वेद पद्धते नमः शिवाय जिह्मकाल देह दत्त पद्धते नमः शिवाय कामनाशनाय शुद्ध कर्मणे नमः शिवाय सामगान जायमान शर्मणे नमः शिवाय हेमकांति चाकचक्यवर्मणे नमः शिवाय सामजासुरांगलब्ध चर्मणे नमः शिवाय जन्म मृत्यु घोर दुःखहारिणे नमः शिवाय चिन्मयैक रूप देहधारिणे नमः शिवाय मन्मनोरथेष्ट पूर्ति कारिणे नमः शिवाय सन्मनोगताय काम वैरिणे नमः शिवाय यक्षराज बंधवे दयाळवे नमः शिवाय दक्षपाणि शोभिकांचनाळवे नमः शिवाय पक्षिराज बाह भृच्छयाळवे नमः शिवाय अक्षिफाल वेद पूत ताळवे नमः शिवाय दक्षहस्तनिष्ठ जात वेदसे नमः शिवाय अक्षरात्मने समद्बिडौजसे नमः शिवाय दीक्षिता प्रकाशितात्म तेजसे नमः शिवाय उक्षराजवाहते सतां गते नमः शिवाय राजताचलेन्द्र सानुवासिने नमः शिवाय राजमान नित्य मंदहासिने नमः शिवाय राजकोरकावतं सभासिने नमः शिवाय राजराज मित्रता प्रकाशिने नमः शिवाय दीनमानवाळिकाम धेनवे नमः शिवाय सूनबाणदाहदृक् कृशानवे नमः शिवाय स्वानुरागभक्तरत्नसानवे नमः शिवाय दानवान्धकारचण्ड भानवे नमः शिवाय सर्वमङ्गलाकुचाग्रशायिने नमः शिवाय सर्वदेवतागणातिशायिने नमः शिवाय पूर्वदेवनाश संविधायिने नमः शिवाय सर्वमन्मनोजभङ्गदायिने नमः शिवाय स्तोकभक्तितोऽपि भक्तपोषिणे नमः शिवाय माकरन्दसारवर्षिभाषिणे नमः शिवाय एकबिल्वदानतोऽपि तोषिणे नमः शिवाय नैकजन्मपापजालशोषिणे नमः शिवाय सर्वजीवरक्षणैकशीलिने नमः शिवाय पार्वतीप्रियाय भक्तपालिने नमः शिवाय दुर्विदग्धदैत्यसैन्यधारिणे नमः शिवाय शर्वरीशधारिणे कपालिने नमः शिवाय पाहि मुमामनोज्ञदेहते नमः शिवाय देहि मे वरं सिताद्रिगेहते नमः शिवाय मोहितर्षिकामिनी समूहते नमः शिवाय स्नेहितप्रसन्नकामदेहते नमः शिवाय मङ्गलप्रदाय गोतुरङ्गते नमः शिवाय गङ्गया तरङ्गितोत्तमाङ्गते नमः शिवाय सङ्गरप्रवृत्तवैरिभङ्गते नमः शिवाय अङ्गजारये करे कुरङ्ग्यते नमः शिवाय ईहितक्षणप्रदानहेतवे नमः शिवाय आहिताग्निपालकोक्षकेतवे नमः शिवाय देहकान्तिधूतरौप्यधातवे नमः शिवाय गेहदुःखपुञ्जधूमकेतवे नमः शिवाय त्र्यक्षदीनसत्कृपाकटाक्षते नमः शिवाय दक्षसप्ततन्तुनाशदक्षते नमः शिवाय वृक्षराजभानुपावकाक्षते नमः शिवाय रक्ष मां प्रपन्नमात्र रक्षते नमः शिवाय न्यङ्कुपाणये शिवङ्करायते नमः शिवाय सङ्कटाब्धितरणकिङ्करायते नमः शिवाय कङ्कवीशिताभयङ्करायते नमः शिवाय पङ्कजासनाय शङ्करायते नमः शिवाय कर्मपाशनाशनीलकण्ठते नमः शिवाय शर्मदाय वर्यभस्मकुण्ठते नमः शिवाय निर्ममर्षिसेवितोपकण्ठते नमः शिवाय कुर्महेन तीर्णमद्विकुण्ठते नमः शिवाय विष्टपादिपाय नम्रविष्णवे नमः शिवाय शिष्टविप्रहृत् गुहाचरिष्णवे नमः शिवाय इष्टवस्तु नित्यतुष्टजिष्णवे नमः शिवाय कष्टनाशनाय लोकजिष्णवे नमः शिवाय अप्रमेय दिव्य सुप्रभावते नमः शिवाय सत्प्रपन्न रक्षण स्वभावते नमः शिवाय स्वप्रकाश निस्तुल स्वभावते नमः शिवाय विप्रडिम्ब दर्शितार्द्र भावते नमः शिवाय सेवकाय मे मृड प्रसीदते नमः शिवाय भावलभ्यतावक प्रसीदते नमः शिवाय पावकाक्ष देव पूज्य पादते नमः शिवाय तावकाङ्घ्रि भक्त दत्त मोदते नमः शिवाय भुक्ति मुक्ति दिव्यदाय भोगिने नमः शिवाय शक्तिकल्पित प्रपंच भागिने नमः शिवाय भक्ति संकटापहार योगिने नमः शिवाय युक्ति सन्मनः सरोज योगिने नमः शिवाय अंतकांतकाय पापहारिणे नमः शिवाय शांतमाय दंति चर्म धारिणे नमः शिवाय संतताश्रितव्यधाविदारिणे नमः शिवाय जंतुजात नित्य सौख्य कारिणे नमः शिवाय शूलिने नमो नमः कपालिने नमः शिवाय पालिने विरिंचि मुंड मालिने नमः शिवाय लीलिने विशेषरुंड मालिने नमः शिवाय शीलिने नमः प्रपुण्यशालिने नमः शिवाय शिव पंचाक्षर मुद्रां चतुष्पदोल्लासि पद्यमणिघटितां नक्षत्रमालिकाम् इह दददुपकण्ठं नरो भवेत् सोमः इति श्री आदिशंकराचार्य कृत शिव पंचाक्षरी नक्षत्रमालिका स्तोत्रम. How many tunes in how many stotras Shankara Bhagwan has written? I am chanting it first time. I really enjoyed it. Tomorrow we will see The Shiva Padadi Keshamta Stuti is a huge one having 41 mantras, a big one. It may take 15 minutes, कल हम करेंगे, नहीं तो आधा करो फिर उसके बाद आधा. Anyway, we are reveling in Stotra Parayanam also. सर्वं श्री सांब सदाशिव चरणारविंदारमणमस्तु समस्त ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवतानां चरणारविंदारमणमस्तु. Once please close eyes and pray as soon as possible. Sadhana Chaturya Sampada should come to us. Shravana Manana Nidhyasana fulfills in the experience of Parabrahma Tattva for us. So to Shravana Manana Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam Ityadi Bhakti Sadhana also happened to us. Then we get the Salokya, Samipya, Sarupya, Sarshti, Sahija Mukti through the Bhakti also. May all the divine Gurus and God blesses us in this sadhana and siddhi. Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat Pranaya Panaya Vyanaya Udanaya Samanaya Brahmane Brahmarpanam Brahmavir Brahmagno Brahmanahutam Brahmaiva Tena Gantavyam Brahmakasma Adhinannam Chaturvidam Swatu Rasai Shatvidam Bhakshamasma Iktam Naivedyam Pratigriyatam Salinam Bhai Sadhini Modakanchana Anija Naivedyam Gurana Isha Tattvaste Mahanaivedya Nivedyami Madhyamadyamrtapani Uttarabhashnastupada Prakshanachamunatamula Nirajnandarshiyami Bho Om Neelamekha Shyama Krishna Nitya Jaganmohan Vyala Gopala Venugana Vedanta Vedana Nitya Nitya Bhakti Paramadayava Dimuktasandaya Krishna Gita Amrita Krishna Param Yogi Parsa Bhasa Om Rama Sarva Guru Om Natasasurnakam Nimavita Uttamademas Narayana Vidmemas Devatanno Vishnu Pasodaya Dasnata Vidma Sita Loy Tanno Rapasodaya Ram Bharya Vidmaya Bhumujaya Srimadnasa Anjanaya Jarota Namo Brahmadibhyo Attam Suma Tanno Tanno Mangala Gurudaya Mane Mursula Brahmalokada Ashishada Lokala Utat Evnivade Vyasebhyo Nityanamo Mahamangalam Bhasada Gitacharya Alom Yoirme Guru Bhavakya Pramanata Om Vyasa Vishmanam Vyayog Dhyana Sasya Shukaya Brahmarupanam Sarada Vishnushtato Uchat Bol Sri Shriyav Ramachandra Bhagavan Ki Jai Radha Krishna Chandra Bhagavan Ki Jai Umavara Chandra Choda Bhagavan Ki Jai Shri Ramayana Mahabharata Bhagavata Upanishad Gita Adi Samasta Sanatana Dharma Vedika Samskriti Shastra Ki Jai अध्यात्म रामायण शास्त्र की जय भगवत शास्त्र की जय महात्म योग शास्त्र की जय ब्रह्म सूत्र शास्त्र की जय वेद व्यास सुखदेव सूतादि भागवताचार्य की जय विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि तुलसी वेद व्यास रामायण आचार्य की जय वेद व्यास वैष्णव आज्ञान कांति शंकरादि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्यों की जय बोलो भाई सब सुंदर की जय सद्गुणात्म राज की जय साज के आनंद की जय समस्त भक्तमंडल की जय हर नम पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हर सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय जय राम राम अम्बे अम्बे माता की जय बोलो भारत माता की जय सनातन धर्म वैदिक संस्कृति की जय. So tomorrow is Independence Day 75th. They all come and go. Let everybody celebrate it. Our way of celebration is rededicating to the original Bharata Mata, that is Sanatana Dharma. Thank you all friends. God bless you. ओम ओम. अच्छी बात है भाई, कुछ शास्त्र का अध्ययन हो रहा है.